Alright, g'day, hi and welcome. I've got a new toy I gotta show you. And there you go. Check it out, guys. This is the FS56C. Let's do that 2 times. Just picked it. I haven't even ran it yet. Usually they start it up in the store, but I was in a bit of a hurry, so figured I'll play with it at home. This is the cleanest it's ever going to be. This is the first day I own it. This is the last day it's ever going to be clean. So, where's the controls? Maybe I'll back it up a bit here. There. See that? So that's the controls. So you have a like a high, low, and an idle. There's a. This is the kind of the newer way there. There's a on, start, or start, choke, on. It's the same head that's on my brush cutter. Look at that. That's never going to be that clean ever again. Ever again. And controls. This is one of those spring-loaded, which I like because it always returns, you know. And just like that. Got that there. You got the little clip thing. Bullhorn, you could adjust it to whatever you want. Straight shaft. This is a make sure it doesn't roll off the slightly bigger spool. Looks like slightly bigger line. Now the FS56, I can't remember the displacement if it's still 38 cc's, but I think it's a higher compression, more power. So this is came with it. The blade didn't come with it. I bought it separate, and we'll have a look at that later on. So, oh, that looks manly. Yeah, I can't wait to kill stuff with it. Anyway, but is he really going after a tree that big? If he's going after a tree that big with this thing, that is impressive. I don't think this will do that. Well, it'll probably do it, but you probably break it. So there's your scrunch, and oh, good, you got that tool. Good. That's like the super scrunch. That's what they're called, is a scrunch. This here is the doodad parts that are for putting the you take the bobbin off. You got that. These things are, you need them for this, but they're utterly useless for a long day. And then you got the manual. So there's two versions of this. This one was $350. This one was $400. I thought this one was $350, but it was $400 plus tax. Plus this was separate. I thought it would come with a cutter, but it didn't. A cutting wheel. And you can resharpen these. I haven't looked at this one yet, but there was a couple of versions. You get one just for like raspberry briars, and I got this one for like the trees. But it's a good size, you know. Can't wait. Can't wait. And I'll probably use it tomorrow. It's like there's one client's car. I'm kind of like, will this thing fit on the way back though? I can probably get it into one client's car, but I might not be able to get it back home. So $400 tax and all with the blade was $495 something. So as of tomorrow, it starts earning its keep. So I'm just going to grab the FS38 just to put beside it, just so you can get a comparison. I'm not saying I'm never going to buy another FS38. They are phenomenal, and if all you need is a weed whacker, a whippersnipper, you see there's the HT56, same head, right? But you can see the FS38 is a little bit different. So this has the curved shaft, right? And for whippersnipping, it's fine. It's fine. I just want to see how much shorter it is. Grab it, man. There we go. And oh yeah, So it's about 6 inches longer. So if I look there, look there. But considering what it is, right? I bought this more as a brush cutter, but there was an FS38 version of that a couple of years back, but it didn't have as big a spool on it. So I'll have to look at the torque and power differences. So these things, I do plan on getting another one. So I'll have 3. But I want to fix my other one first, which is, that's Nippy Shark. So Snippy Shark is over there. A beautiful chainsaws. Next week I'm going to do, yeah, so that one's just, it's clogged up, getting clogged up on me, but that's my newest whipper snipper, and that's the FS38. And I'm starting to get quite the tool collection there, but wow, look at the bullhorn on that sucker. It takes a little bit to adjust them to where you like. Once you adjust them to where you like, it's life gets easy. A lot of times I leave the handle kind of not tight, because sometimes I like different adjustments for different, like if you're doing the side of a hill, you know, it's nice to be able to kind of move it around to your own leisure. I've used a similar one to this, the FS38 one. It's an older version, a little bit lighter by like, well, at the end of the day, you wouldn't notice. But the trick with these things is get a good harness. Now I've got the better harness, that heavy one that I got, which I haven't fixed yet. And that's the Husky. Somebody offered to buy it from me, one of my subscribers. Hey, I'm not that far from you, I'll come and buy it from you. I'm going to give it one more go, because that's the heavy duty brush cutter. If I can make that thing go, it'll be, but I got to track down some parts, because I'm not sure what I did with the parts. But bottom line, I think this has the heavier zipper line on it. So bottom line is it's gonna serve, it's probably gonna take about 3 weeks for it to pay for itself. Not even. Not even. I'm gonna use it probably, we're Tuesday, so if I use it tomorrow, probably Saturday, Sunday possibly be used again for myself, because you know I can go around and do all this stuff really quick. But yeah, if you get the strap with it, you're good for a few hours. But what happens is, this is your hinge point, right? With that strap, that's right at your hip. Whoop. All right. Yeah, so like that strap in there, okay, it hinges here, and the problem with that is it rubs on your pelvis, and you can be quite sore. So get one of the one, like, if you got the extra money, even if you have to go into debt for it a little bit, get the like this here, just hang it on your wall as a backup in case you're, but get the harness that has the hard plate for your hip, because of the extra weight. Swinging this thing around, it I mean, again, you can use it all day. You won't, it's not a heavy brush cutter, but it's about a medium brush cutter, if you call it, if you want to look at it that way. So I'm quite happy. So that's the 2 main tools that I wanted to get this year. I got, and that was the pole arm chainsaw and this. It's like $1,100 worth of tools right there, or 11 or 1,200 bucks. No, sorry. What did I pay for that pole arm chainsaw? I think it was $650 all in, or 700, whatever. We'll say it was 700 all in. I don't think it was quite that much. Plus this 500, so we'll say $1,200 worth of tools. So about 10 days average work for me will pay for those 2 tools. Now that other one, because my vehicles, as you see, I have no vehicles left. That's my dad's truck, and my broken truck back there. I haven't been able to get my money's worth out of the pole arm chainsaw quite yet, but it's probably about half paid for itself, even with the very few times that I've used. I think I've used it on 3 jobs already, and it's just been like, you use it, the day you use it, you start earning its keep. So this thing would pay for itself in probably about 4 or 5 days average. Unless I have like a really long day, it'll pay for itself in about 2.5 days. So $500 a lot of money, but if it can pay for itself every 2.5 days worth of work of use, yeah. Peak season, it'll be used almost every day. So that gives me the potential of 3 weed whackers. Now, as a weed whacker, this is fine when you're brushing like a big open field. But like around stuff like this, the little whippersnippers are much easier, especially if you have to get in underneath stuff. They're much easier, even with the longer shaft and whatever. There comes a point where the other one's more of a handy. But what I like about having 3 whippersnippers is 1 fuel tank on a hot day on this. You do as much as you can until it's out of fuel. You let it cool, you fill it up, you let it sit, you grab the next one, you run it out of fuel, you fill it up, you let it sit, and you grab the third one. By the time you come back to this one again, it's cooled down enough that you never really hurt the engine. Where right now I'm relying on 1 whippersnipper, right? Because the other one was down. So, well, I just don't have the time to work on it yet. That'll be another probably 2 months before my maintenance season starts, as I call it. And there's going to be something on that. I might have some interesting news for you by the end of the weekend. We'll see. But anyway, that's what you're looking at. Finally got it. And the nice thing, guys, no debt. I went in, I bought this cash. This is the first large item that I've bought without using the credit card probably since 2019. It's a good feeling, So what I do now is the next tools I want to get, if I get some this year, great, but there's no panic to get it, is a super duper, whooper duper chainsaw, the biggest chainsaw man could possibly lift. Whatever, maybe not the biggest chainsaw, but a very, very, very big chainsaw. But before that, maybe a leaf blower, a small handheld leaf blower, and a backpack blower. And then after that, if I get those 3 things, after that, it's, other little tools will be in between. I need like a cat dog and some more chainsaw stuff, pulp hooks, stuff. I got to get all that stuff, but I can pick that up over the winter, like just save up a bit and, spend say $100 a month on tools or whatever you can get for $100. Usually maybe that's like 2 tools, 1 tool, whatever. And then a riding mower. And hopefully by that time I'll have some sort of an SUV or something and an enclosed trailer where I can store all this stuff. So whenever I have to do something, I don't have to load up and unload. I just want to be able to hook onto a really small, say 5x8 trailer or something like that. Nothing bigger than that, just because sometimes you got to get into tighter spots. So a 5x8 trailer and have all my stuff in there. Just go, stop at the client. If I have a partner with me, jump out, we grab whatever we need, get it all done. One guy on the riding mower, one guy on the, whipper, brush cutter, whatever. But the brush cutter, the thing is that this is a $25 an hour tool to $30 an hour tool, just doing this kind of stuff, right? That stuff. But in the brush cutting era of its job tasks, that's going to be a $35 to $60 an hour job, depending on the job. If people want me to do the side of hills, I'm not doing those for $25 an hour. At 52 years old, my body says, no, you're going to charge like a bastard, and they're going to like it. And most people won't even complain. They'll be like, oh, well, if that's what it is, it's $35 an hour. But that'll include fuel and everything like that. And the blades, and blade sharpening. Oh, and I did ask my stihl shop, do they do the chainsaw chain sharpenings? It's $11 a chain. So like for my big saws, it makes sense at $26 a chain to have it rehomed back to the factory setting. Do that once a season. I'll sharpen it throughout the season, and at the end of the season, here, take this chain. I got 10 chains for you, $110, whatever, plus tax, right? The little chains, I don't know, they might be $12. So, I'll just take a couple of boxes of chains. But I'm still on my original chains for the MS400 chainsaw. The 162, I'm on the 2nd chain, about to be on the 3rd chain. But anyway, so my new toy, can't wait to show my buddy it. He's going to be like, ooh, And yeah, he's got the big brush cutter. I got this one. So that's other jobs him and I can do together. Let's get the sun sparkling off of this thing. We'll get it in 2x zoom. Oh, look at that sparkle now. Oh, yeah, there we go. So there won't be any cutting demo or anything like that. What I'm going to do is a tool review at the end of my season. You know, when I'm cleaning everything up. I mean, like again, just look at how nice and clean this is for now. This is never going to be this clean again. This is going to be dirty, 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 dirty from tomorrow on. I haven't named them yet, but I'm probably going to call them the Grass Brush Minotaur. That sounds nice and sweet and cuddly. I like that. Yeah, there we go. All right, so there we go. So the FS56C stihl. Finally got one. My first new brush cutter. And yeah. And I'll do a video on why I buy new tools rather than hunt stuff down used. I do have some used tools, but there's a reason why when you get into a business, some tips for some, you know, like noobs and stuff like that that might be looking for a turnkey business. Buy a used tool to get you to the new tools. That's the way I look at it. 1 year warranty. I didn't buy the extra oil. I didn't have enough money to get the extra year warranty on it. But yeah, is what it is. So anyway, I'm going to go with that. There you go. That's my new toy.